Okay, guys. This is really annoying. Ludia has some really bad servers. Not only do they have bad servers, but this game requires a lot of reception to load. Not necessarily Wi-Fi, which is a big improvement for a Ludia game, of course, because of how big they are. Due to the Ludia game's size, I know that Jurassic World, the game, that thing requires a lot of Wi-Fi to load. And Jurassic, just to load, it costs like hundreds of megabytes just to load Jurassic World the game once. It costs like hundreds of megabytes and possibly even half gigabytes and almost whole gigabytes just to load the game once. Isn't that? Do you find that crazy? That's why I feel the game is for the rich. Yeah, Jurassic World the game is for the rich who can't afford to be really high. But this is not like that. This game is not exactly like that, even though, as you can tell, the market prices seem a little whack. Hey, look, the most bucks you can buy from in-app purchases in one purchase is 15,000. And look at this nice epic chest right over here. What price do you see it at? 3,000. 1/5 of what you just got for $100. That would mean that it costs about $20 for this one chest. Really? That's not right. So, since that is really bad, I just think that's really bad. And look at this thing. Also, $20 for this thing. That just means that it costs about as much as in this chest, even though it says it holds more. Totally gonna believe that. This Apatasaurus. Okay, this, yeah, also $20 because and get it, these are epics that cost $20, not the uniques. Not uniques or legendaries that cost $20. Oh, that's real nice to know. You know that Clash Royale, on the other hand, they offer legendaries for less than that? Did you know this, Ludia? Supercell actually offers legendaries in their game for less than that price. Their epics cost way less than yours. This raptor scent, let's see what it gets me. Raptor. Oh, there's less than a 1% chance for blue or Pyroraptor. They have the same amount of chances. Guess what, guys? Recently, with one of the sauropod scents, I found a Brachiosaurus just on my first try. So, less than 1% chance does not exactly mean impossible. I mean, if you find Griposuchus from this, that is insane and probably a glitch. I don't know for sure because I haven't been playing this game that long. Wow, a quarter chance for each of them. You know that the Ankylosaur I did not mean to say that. I meant to say scent. The Ankylosaur scent guarantees you Nodosaurs, so it is really good to get Apatasaurus. If you want to get Apatasaurus, definitely use that scent. And I'll show it to you right now because I have it in my inventory. This is the Ankylosauridae scent. No, I did not buy it with actual money. I bought it with Dino Bucks that I saved up from game currency in quests. And other such stuff, of course. But yeah. I don't do in-app purchases on this game. I find it hilarious that people actually do, because it's such a non-pay-to-win game. I mean, it looks pay-to-win, but it's really not pay-to-win. You could really get all the same things by just regular gameplay. If you play well enough, you can. It's not like it's that pay to win. And it's the same silly scam that Clash Royale does. They're doing a similar silly scam, which makes you think you should pay money when you really don't need to. To enjoy the game, you really don't need to do that. Okay? So look what this thing gives you. 100% chance in auto throws. Not 25% chance. 100% chance. That is really good. That is really good, honestly. You want not a apatasaurus. And look at that. Almost, even though, yes, it is almost as low as Ankylosaur, as the epic Ankylosaurus, not Ankylosaurus to be exact. There's a different Ankylosaurus because the other Ankylosaurus, Gen 2, has a 29.31% chance. Wow. It's 29.31, yet I never found him? Oh, right, I never used a scent yet. Maybe I should, though, for a Margocephalus. Because I know that my Euplacephalus is very low. Yeah, let's open this lunchbox. I'm getting a little hungry. Just kidding. I don't want lunch money. Ah, really? Lunch money for lunch? No, I'm not going to eat that. Oh, you're giving me lunch money to buy lunch. Thank you so much. But I don't... I think I'll give the lunch to the dinosaur, because in this game, you can't really eat. Also, not allowing you to gain weight because you're just a bionic mosquito. As you'll see what that dart means. Ugh. See, the drone shoots darts that extract DNA from dinosaurs. So, I was thinking that the extraction darts resemble mosquitoes, and that this thing, mosquitoes points, that this machine thing, this drone, is just a bionic mosquito. So now I'll bite him in the neck. Why not? Being a classic vampire. This is not exactly what you're supposed to do when dinosaurs come back into existence. If dinosaurs do come back into existence, do not do this. Because then you could get in serious trouble with the law. If they possibly manage to bring dinosaurs back into the wild, first off, it would destroy. I'm pretty sure that it will destroy ecosystems, for sure. That's one thing it will do. It will completely wreck ecosystems and make other species that weren't supposed to go, that are normally supposed to be alive, go extinct. It will make other species go extinct for sure. That aren't supposed to be, that are supposed to be in the modern world. It'll make them go extinct. Like, you see lions and tigers in the wild? You know that lions and tigers are supposed to live in jungles, right? Well, guess what happens if T-Rex starts living in jungles again? It may wipe out the lion and tiger populations. That's a problem. I don't think the environmentalists see that, though. Though I'm not sure if they see it. They might. Some of them might see it and for that reason say that de-extinction is a bad idea. That some of these extinct creatures may destroy the ecosystems they used to be in. Because of how... Or with all the pollution, they may not be able to survive anymore. Like, beforehand, there was so much less pollution. Now there's so much more that... Will it be able to live with all the nanoplastic in its water? Probably not. I don't think that thylacines had that much plastic in the water when they were living in... when thylacines were still alive in Australia. I don't think that they... Exactly, what is the word for it? They had so much didn't have so much plastic in the water. They had so much plastic in the water? Wow, how would they have survived? Yeah, that's probably part of what's killing the Tasmanian devils. Along with those factories. More than the factories, the plastic in the water might actually be doing it. And choking them to death. Because they cannot handle... Probably because they wouldn't be able to handle the poison. In the plastic. In the nanoplastic. That's what's likely resulting in better and stronger disease. Though scientists could actually test it if they'd want to, see whether whether it could actually be the nanoplastic or not, and not actually the smokestacks. I would find that experiment rather interesting to conduct, but not for now. Now we're doing this. Now I'm doing this game instead, which I should really be doing my. Yeah, responsibility just reminded me stuff. Annoying, but it's got to be done. So yeah, you want to see me go into a battle? This thing I used to underrate, honestly. I used to underrate this hybrid for sure. Why can't it just show me the page? Oh, now it is. Now it's showing me it. Okay. It used to. I used to think this guy was overrated because by people using him in battle, he's so overrated. But now that I see how powerful his strikes are, I mean his hit points aren't that good. They're better than what's his name? It's not coming to my head now. Alright, Inosuchus. They're better than Inosuchus's hit points. Still, I think he should have armor, honestly. Don't you see this spiky body on him? All these spikes on his body. His body looks so well armored. Especially that head and neck area. Very well armored. Another carnivore trying to bite that. Good luck. Good luck not breaking your jaw in the process. And when it rams you in the throat while you're trying to bite its neck, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Especially thanks to those two big horns. Those two horns on its head. One bigger than the other. That's gonna deal real damage. So speaking of his attack stat, which is not that high, honestly. 366 is not as good as I'd expect from a level 8 rare hybrid. I'd expect something more like 450 or maybe 500. But this, when his counterparts have such high attack stats, let's see Nunasuke's attack stat. 636. Yeah, I was expecting something more like that from a Jundasuchus. That's probably because he has such stubby arms. Really, they misdesigned that part of him. And he needs to have longer arms. And he needs that. The rest of him looks perfect, other than those stubby arms. I mean, come on. He could have been just a little shorter. That would have been okay. But those stubby arms just look retarded. Honestly, they look so dumb. Why the stubby arms? He needs the higher attack stat. Come on, guys. Okay, if his hit points would be a little lower, that would be fine. But if they would just be as low as Yindasuchus's, that would be fine. But if he had a higher attack stat, that's something he really needs. Especially because of his abilities. He has a swapping ferocity, ferocious strike. First, his damage increases by a 50%. Then, you use ferocious strike. It increases by not 50%, but now 100% more damage for the next turn. He will deal 100% more damage. Get that. This turn he deals with the ferocious strike. He starts off doing 100 damage. He starts doing he deals 50% more damage. Then, the next turn, since this thing has for 2 turns, since this increase for 2 turns, 50% increase for 2 turns, that means that on the second turn after he used Ferocious Strike, he will have a boost of 100% damage when he uses Short Defense to block incoming attacks. Get that. This is really cool, but it would make a lot more sense if they would boost that attack stat and give him longer arms. just to make that even more effective and make him all the bigger a threat in battle. Also, that would make even more sense because he also has this armor-piercing counter. So when he's attacked, if he has that high damage, boom, your opponent is just knocked out once they hit him. Yeah, that would be a big mistake on their part, honestly. Showing them that this guy is really real deal. I mean, yeah, those stats would work much better if he had a higher attack stat and longer arms. It would work much better. And like Nundasuke's arms, not these stubby Majungasaurus arms. They look stupid on such a powerful beast. Come on. And armor would have also made sense to end your attacks and this help the short defense ability. That would really work. You get what I mean, right, guys? I hope you do. How the higher attack stat and more armor would make much more sense for this beast. If they made one of these that were Gen 2, that would look really good, honestly. As like an epic, legendary, or unique. Giving this guy a new hybrid with something like, I don't know, Baryonyx? Fusing him with something like Baryonyx would be really cool. Or fusing him with Orlikosaurus, or I don't know, something that would walk on all fours, you know, or have longer arms. Something with longer arms or longer fingers. Something like that. Maybe even a pterosaur would be pretty cool. With the long wings, like being able to fly and stuff, just that armor would be amazing too, honestly, but why did they do this? I do not know. Now they've refused with a language to bring back a Lankylosaurus, giving it a Lundosaurus, a Lenwundosaurus, a Lamwundosaurus, a Londosaurus. That would be cool. A Londasuchus. A Longasuchus. A Longasuchus would be a really cool dinosaur if they would act. A Longus. Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, a Longasuchus. Would be a really cool hybrid. Instead of Majund, putting ALAUNDA Stuchus. That would be better. Or ALAJUNG Stuchus. A Stuchus. That would work well. Making it which would be a really cool predatory hybrid. With a long jaw, long sharp-toothed jaw, horns on the head, spikes on the back, and wings to fly with. Though it would be smaller, it would be well-armored and very powerful. And yeah, should have armor. Should definitely then have armor, even though none of its counterparts would have armor. It's because that would make some sense based on its build. Honestly. Based on how it's built, it would make sense to have armor. Because otherwise that just looks stupid. Because both Majungasaurus and Nundasuchus, they both have armor on them. So the hybrid should have armor. I mean, look at Nundasuchus. His back and neck to tail is well armored, with spikes and strong bones. So he should have armor, but ironically he doesn't. And even if he doesn't have armor, at least Majungasaurus should have armor, right? I mean, look at those small spikes down his back. Look at the spikes on his neck and the horn on his head. That should at least, the eyebrow spikes, that should at least give him some armor, right? But no, they choose not to give it to him. Ironically. So, I would think that the hybrid, since they both counterparts look armored, the hybrid should have armor, right? Nope. They give it to Ionosuchus instead. Like, really. Just to make the stupider looking one, the ugly duckling, be powerful. I mean, come on, that's just wrong. This thing looks good. It should have good stats too. That's not fair just to do an ugly duckling moral. Not really fair. I see that I used to not like him because I kept on using him as a starting play to start off with, but no, since he has a swap-in ability, he is better used later on than something without a swap-in ability. So that when I swap him in late game, boom, he could deal tons of damage and be crazy. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to show you how to do it. How he looks in battle. Let's just see if I get him in. Ooh, a tournament. Of course, he doesn't have a high speed stat, which he could have also used if they made him more Nundasukas based. And less Majungasaurus based. Now we'll see if we get him in battle, because I have been getting him rather frequently, but it's not a guaranteed chance, because he only takes up one slot. Okay, I think I'm having bad Wi-Fi right about now. Or at least it's claiming I'm having bad Wi-Fi. I don't think that's actually true. Okay, me pointing to something in the video. That requires a face cam, but honestly, I look so ugly, you do not want to see my face. Okay, I know this guy is very fast, so I'm going to do a minimal speed-up strike. Unfortunately, I do not have Majungasaurus on me, but I may save that for another video, showing you how good he really could be. He could really be. Unfortunately, you cannot pause these videos, so that when I do have Majungasaurus available for battle, I can actually show you that I guarantee you there's Majungasaurus in the battle. Because it's a crapshoot who I use. Oh, dang, instant distraction. Good thing that doesn't deal damage. Whoa, he can do that? Well, this will take him down. At least I swapped out, even if I couldn't deal damage to him. And the good news is I did not lose a dinosaur in the process. Well, I hope he's enjoying his high speed stack, because it may not last. Oh right, he's debuff immune. How could I have forgotten? Well, there's an easy counter to that. I could raise my speed stat instead of lower his. Which theoretically just does the same thing. This may give me a little bit of an edge. Unfortunately, he's unstunnable. Which is annoying. Okay, their first takedown. Nan, Secondosaurus is pretty powerful, but why does he fuse with herbivores? That's what makes no sense. So a powerful carnivore like this should not fuse with herbivores. I mean, if he fused with baryonyx, that would make some more sense. Like, I could see an Indoraptor-shaped Spinosaurid thing that's pretty smart, but just not as smart as a Raptorid. Whoa, that was a tough hit. And at least I beat them. But now I've really got to switch because I'm down to 1 hit point, and I do not have the special ability that lowers their hit points to 0. Their damage to 0. I'm going to wing it and see if this one regenerates me enough hit points. It didn't. I'm dead. Now this is getting interesting, so looks like I'll need to pull out T-Rex and try to destroy them. Of course, I know they're faster than me, but I remember how much damage I deal. Oh, they're using Gorgesuchus. That's really good. I would really like one of those sometime. Unfortunately, I can't get them. Yeah, I have both counterparts. Yes. Do I have Gorgesaurus? Yes, he's at a pretty good level. Do I have... Oh, crud. Not Ferocious Strike. That's not good. Yeah, I'm down. I have really got to get that guy. He is really good. I've got to get one of those gorgeous Sucuses. He's like the Majunga Sucus that actually looks good and is good in battle. Is actually strong in battle. That's what he is. Like, it's so cool. I just gotta get him. But he does. I'm not sure if he has swap and ferocity. That's the problem. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. So now, I'm at level 8, so I put my Tyrannosaurus Rex rare in the Sanctuary because, well, if I could fuse a rare and a common to get a legendary, why would I pass up the opportunity? So this thing really needs longer arms, honestly. That's the one problem I see with this beast. It needs longer arms. It's the only problem I see with it, really. Otherwise, it looks perfectly cool. It looks really cool, other than the long arms that it needs. Because I can honestly see him ramming into an enemy, like when he's with those horns on the crest. I could see him ramming into an enemy. If he just had those big crests a little bit longer and a little bit more pointed back, that would work. So yeah, he has the classic double crest of Dilophosaurus, but he's just missing the long arms of Dilophosaurus to make him a little bit more powerful. So then again, I'll have to see his stats to compare that. And if he was a little smaller like Dilophosaurus, that would make that would actually work pretty well. Just not so weird. If you would need to be a little shorter to have the longer arms, that I would not mind. Though, because that would be pretty cool. Because that would make some sense and honestly be pretty awesome. She would still look awesome, though. Even though he wouldn't be the size of a T-Rex. So, that's what I had to say. With that, peace out, my dudes. This video is over.